This boot has a very good stud pattern. It's similar to the Mercurial Vapor 9s, however now there's 4 studs at the back. They are still bladed studs, and it is great traction for firm ground, obviously being the firm ground variant, as well as I had no problems playing on wet conditions either. Now the Brio cables give a lockdown feel when making hard cuts, so you're not going to feel any sort of slippages or anything like that. Now I personally love the touch on this new Superfly. With the fly knit upper, it's very comfortable and you can feel it move with every single piece of your foot movement. Along with a dynamic fit collar, it just gives you a very sock-like feel, and it's absolutely surreal. The upper is not too grippy, but it's still grippy enough to allow you to do maneuvers and cuts, anything with the ball really. Now after playing with these boots for a few months now, I have definitely noticed in the heel here, I have been getting blisters unfortunately. I'm not sure what it is, whether it's just the way it is on the inside or whatnot. But yes, you will get blisters. It will subside though. And another problem that I've been having is with this dynamic fit collar. As you can see, there has been some wear, but that's granted being a fly knit boot, right? Like that thing's gonna happen. It's unfortunate, but in the end it's not that big a deal. I still think it's a very durable boot. Shooting with these boots is absolutely amazing. Due to the one-piece fly knit upper, you don't get any discrepancies anywhere on the boot. So no matter where you hit it, it's going to go how you want it. It's still great for knuckleballs, not being too grippy. However, it's still got enough grip that you can still put swerve on the ball if you choose to do so. So this boot, just to recap, it is super comfortable. The material, the fly knit upper, it's absolutely amazing. It conforms to your foot so well with very minimal break-in time. Another good thing is the weight. It's a very light boot. Now it's probably not as light as the Vapor 10s in truth, but it is still a very light boot. Another thing is it's great for free kicks. I mean, it's not too grippy in any way, shape, or form. Being a one-piece upper, there's absolutely no spots where it could go off your foot weirdly or anything like that. So when you kick it, it's going to kick very true. The first touch on this boot is absolutely phenomenal just due to the fly knit upper, and it's just absolutely amazing. It feels really great. You can feel the touch. It's basically like a sock, and part of that even goes to the dynamic fit collar. It wraps your foot so nicely, and it's just an absolutely surreal feeling. Now, in this boot, they also have ACC, which is your all conditions control. Now, what that does is it just helps out sort of in wet conditions, and it seems to have worked very well. I've gotten a chance to use these in wet, and it's absolutely amazing. The last thing that I would touch on that I'd say is very great is the traction on these boots is absolutely phenomenal. The stud pattern is slightly different to that of the Nike Mercurial Vapor 9s. The only difference is there's now 4 studs at the back again, and the the toe is just changed to 3 studs. It works very well. Now, the only part that I question in this boot, as far as durability wise, would probably be in the dynamic fit collar. Just as it is a very cloth-like material, I feel like it could rip easily, but at the same time you wouldn't think that they'd make a boot that would do that. So in the end, I'm really not that concerned with it. Another issue that I would say I had with these boots is, like I said, blistering with the heel. Now, that does go away after some time. There's no real way to avoid it, just kind of happens. But honestly, I honestly didn't even think that was too painful. I was able to survive it just fine. Now, these things being a Flynet boot, they are so difficult to clean. I mean, I know that's just me because I like having clean stuff. I think it looks nice. But it's really difficult to clean. But it can be done if you have the proper tools and whatnot. Now, last but not least, I would say the price for this boot is obviously a little high. Now, what you're getting here is a quality boot, don't get me wrong, but the price is really steep for many people I know that don't have the highest budget. I would maybe recommend going something a little lower down. But if you've got the money, I would definitely recommend these boots to anybody out there.